Hey, hello, welcome to Cheggers Party Quiz. Yeah, it's me podcast, me regular one. It's fun, this, isn't it? By the way, you can email with any questions you want to ask me to cheggerscomp@oxygengames.net. That's if you want to ask me a question about TV or, you know, the game or anything that springs to mind. I'd love to hear from you. I had loads of emails about my job as a TV presenter and what I enjoy most about it. I think I enjoy the live interactivity of it all, and I love working with the public. I can't tell you. I've had some fantastic times on TV. I always remember recently, some of you might have seen it, I knocked on a door to give somebody a cheque for a load of money, £10,000, live on TV. I gave her the cheque, and she said in front of the camera, she said, "Hey, you won't tell them I've been done for shoplifting, will ya?" People are fantastic, aren't they? Yeah, there's so many anecdotes over the years, especially, you know, I get the gossip about famous people in my industry. There was one guy whose name shall remain nameless, but he's a really well-known TV sports presenter, and he liked everything written on autocue. And autocue is basically where the words go up in front of you, and it looks like you've got a real sort of like knowledge of what you're talking about. You haven't. You're reading the whole bloody thing. But there was one presenter who wouldn't do anything unless it was on autocue, and they shouted in his ear one night, "Hey, could you fill for about 45 seconds at the end of the show?" He went, "No." He said, "Put it on the autocue." So they did. And the gist of it was this. He turned around at the end of the show and he said, "Keep your cards and letters." He was reading it. "Keep your cards and letters coming for which goal that you thought was the best. Mark your card A, B or C. Send it to the usual address. BBC Television, London W12, 8QT. Read it twice. Good night." He actually did that on the air. Fantastic. Oh, and there's another sports presenter whose name shall remain nameless once again. Yeah, there's a competition, and I think it was for snooker or football or something, but regardless of what it was, he had to read the name of the winner at the end of the show, and he did. And he said the winner is Mr. and Mrs. Smith of Southampton, ADL 1B. That's Southampton, ADL 1B. And he reread it in his head. He said, "I'm awfully sorry. That's ad lib."
Cheggers Plays Podcast.
But a lot of people always ask me, what sort of things have gone wrong with me on television? I suppose I can hark back to the days of Swap Shop. I never forget, I was doing a live outside broadcast from Cockermouth up in Cumbria. And I had to interview this kid from the St. John's Ambulance. And she was incredibly nervous before we went live on TV. And I tried to calm her down by saying, you know, don't worry about it. You know, it's only a quick little chat, and you haven't got to think about what you're going to say because I'll be asking the questions, all that sort of thing. And I went up to her live on TV, and I said, "Good morning." And as I said, "Good morning," she went, "Bleh," and she threw up all over me live on TV. I think there's a clip in the BBC archive of that somewhere. And do you know what? I never forget, there was one week when I had to interview the Lord Mayor of Slough. His language was incredibly colourful before we went live on TV. So I said to him, "Look, you know, it is a kids' programme, you know." I said, you know, you're not going to swear and all that sort of thing, are you, when we go live?" He said, "Oh, no, mate, I wouldn't swear." That's all. He just kept swearing all the time. Anyway, we went live on TV, and we're at the ice rink in Slough. And he came onto the ice. I introduced him, and he slipped over. But as he slipped over, he grabbed hold of my radio mic, you know, where people can hear on TV. And right in the radio mic, he went, "Oh, me, Cheggers." And then he slipped on me arse there. Fantastic. Some of you may remember that after Swap Shop, there's a programme called Superstore, and oh my gosh, do we have some great moments on that. There was a band on called Matt Bianco, and we used to encourage kids to phone in and ask them questions on air. And this guy with Mike Reed and Matt Bianco was sat there and phoned in, and he turned around and said, "Is that Matt Bianco?" He said, "Well, I think you're a load of wankers." You see, you can't beat live television, can you?
Cheggers Plays Podcast.
Okay, this is a semi-live podcast because we're just doing it, you know, au naturel, and me telling you about the past. So I can tell you that you can win a Cheggers Party Quiz. Hey! But please stipulate what format you'd like it in. Would you like it on Nintendo Wii? Would you like it on PlayStation 2 or PC? So don't forget those three formats. Which one would you like it in when you email the answer to the question? Okay, you can email me with the answer to the question and also any other questions you've got to cheggerscomp@oxygengames.net. Here comes the question for you. Complete the title of the Kaiser Chiefs 2005 UK hit, I predict is it riot, warm evening, score draw, or long night? That's the question. Complete the title of the Kaiser Chiefs 2005 UK hit. I predict a riot, warm evening, score draw, or long night. And the email address once again, cheggerscomp@oxygengames.net. Okay, good luck to you. Whoever comes out the hat first wins. Catch you soon. Wahey!
Cheggers Plays